Hey everyone, it's BMX Mad B53, and last night TNA had their pay-per-view Hard Justice out of Trenton, New Jersey. Now, I came into this pay-per-view with really low expectations, and overall, I'd say they passed those expectations. Not to say this was a great pay-per-view or anything, but it passed my low expectations. The opening of the pay-per-view really got me questioning TNA. They had a bunch of 3 rappers. I don't know any of them, but maybe that's because I'm not into rap music, I don't know. And I just don't see the purpose of that. It was terrible, but alright. You know, they do stuff like that, everybody does stuff like that, not much you can do about it. So we go into the first match, TNA X Division title match, Petey Williams with Rhaka against Consequences Creed. Now, I'm not a big fan of Creed. I've been a big fan of Petey for a while. Not a fan of his newer gimmick, the Maple Leaf Muscle, whole basis behind that. Not a big fan, but seems to be working alright for him, so let's just go with it, right? It was a really good opener. I really liked how Petey kept going for the Canadian Destroyer, and it didn't really work most of the time. And Creed kept finding a way to get out of it. I thought that was really well done. And the finish was okay. Daivari came out and hit Creed with a chair, which I found very random, but after thinking about it, it makes quite a bit of sense actually. I really like this as an opener. I gave it 3 1/4 stars. The next match, not so good. The Beautiful People, Angelina Love and Velvet Sky and Awesome Kong, with Raisha Saeed versus Taylor Wilde, Gail Kim, and ODB. Now, I've been a big fan of their knockout division for a while, and it's been sloping downhill ever since I started liking it. Don't know what that means. But something else I really didn't get about this match, Traci Brooks refereeing all of these women's matches. I don't really understand why. That's really all there is to it. I just don't see why she's involved. But it was an okay match. Really didn't give me much of a reason to care about it, but it was okay. I was really thinking that Awesome Kong was going to get the pinfall over Taylor to just kind of give her some momentum back. I'm not a big fan of Taylor to begin with, but what are you going to do, you know? She isn't really that good of a champion if you think about it. Her victories are really fast and roll-ups, for the most part, I mean. And the crowd just doesn't care about her. I really want Kong to get the title back, or if you're not going to give it to Kong, put it on someone like ODB or Gail Kim. But this match was okay. I give it 2 1/4 stars. That might be a little bit high, but it was okay. Next match, TNA Tag Team Championship match, Homicide and Hernandez, LAX, with Salinas and Hector Guerrero versus Beer Money, James Storm and Robert Roode with Miss Jackie Moore. You know, I was kind of surprised about this match. Now, no disrespect to any of these guys in this match. I'm a big fan of Homicide, a fan of Hernandez. I like Beer Money, but I just didn't think it was going to click. But they proved me wrong. It was really solid, great tag team match. Everything just flowed well together. I'm happy that Beer Money won because, quite frankly, I was starting to get sick of LAX. I'm a fan of them still, and they're a good tag team. And quite frankly, they kind of carry the tag team division. But it's time for a change. LAX will probably do better if they chase the tag team titles, although there have been rumors circulating the internet that they're going to break up. Now, if they do break up, I really want Homicide to go his separate way for the X Division title, because this guy's a great talent. Now, I'm not too sure what they're going to do with Hernandez. I mean, he is a big guy, and he has the look, but I think Homicide's the better of the two in that team. And I'd be really disappointed if he didn't, if he wasn't competitive in the X Division. But this match was pretty good. I gave it 3 1/2 stars. Yeah, next match, Black Tie Brawl and Chain match. I don't know why, but it was there. Sonjay Dutt versus Jay Lethal with SoCal Val. Now, this match was pretty much trash. It was the worst match of the night. I mean, these two guys, they're great in the ring. They bust their butts every time they get in there. And it's just a shame that they're stuck in this kind of match, in this feud, and these gimmicks. I just don't get it. I understand the whole basis behind it. I understand the storyline. I get all of that. But why? Why are they doing this to these two guys? They're great. They could, either one of them could easily hold the X Division title right now. Now, obviously Lethal did, but, you know, if you look at it, it just doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just me. This feud just seems to be dragging on and on and on. And you know how it's going to end, probably. Some huge double swerve where SoCal Val gets left out in the dust or something. Because that's Russo for you. But I gave them I gave this match a star and a fourth of a star. And that's high. New Jersey Street Fight Team 3D versus Christian Cage and Rhino. I really expected Team 3D to go over in this match via some sort of interference from Johnny Devine, which you got after the match. And then you saw Abyss come out, so maybe they'll be doing a 3 versus 3 at No Surrender. Now, I don't know. I just really can't get behind Rhino. I love Cage. He's great. I'm not that big of a fan of Team 3D, but I just can't get behind Rhino. But this match definitely had its spots. The brawl around the arena, great stuff. At times it was a little bit hard to follow, but it's to be expected with a match like this. I give the match 3 stars on the dot. I mean, it was good, but, you know, it wasn't great. It could have been better. And this match possibly could have been the opener, just because they went into the crowd and brawled a lot. And that really got the crowd into it. And at this point, the pay-per-view is really starting to get a little bit slow. And I just really thought this brought it up, and it was a good turning point in the pay-per-view. Last man standing match, AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle. Great match. It was sort of a Texas deathmatch rules with, you know, having to pin him and then the last man standing count, which I really didn't know what was happening at first, because, well, obviously I figured it out right away, but if it's a last man standing match, it should be a last man standing match. Just say it like it is, you know? But AJ Styles, he looked really good in this match, as he always does, and Angle looked pretty good himself. Angle had a few really surprising spots. He just dove off the stage, which basically came out of nowhere. But, you know, these two guys work so well together. It appears that they're going to move Styles onto a new feud, because after the match, Styles attacked Angle and then Sting attacked Styles, which was very interesting. So maybe they'll be building towards Styles versus Sting for No Surrender as well. This match was very, very good, and I gave it 4 and 4 stars. If nothing comes out of this Styles Sting feud, I just hope that he doesn't bury Christopher Daniels the way that I just hope he doesn't bury Styles the way he buried Christopher Daniels. Next match. 6 Heads of Steel. Well, it's the last match. 6 Heads of Steel, Joe versus Booker with Sharmell. But obviously it's in a cage, so not too much Sharmell can do. But this match was a lot of fun. It surprised me. I mean, I wasn't too into this feud to begin with, but this really did it for me. A really big match feel to it. I really, really like this. The finish was a little bit odd, but it got me excited. I gotta say. The lights went out, everyone expected Sting, and then bam, guitar in Joe's hands, right over Booker's head. Obviously, you know, in reference to Jeff Jarrett returning probably. But this match was really good. I gave it 3 stars. It was a pretty good main event. Obviously, match of the night, I gave it to Angle and Styles, which I'm pretty sure everyone's going to agree with that. The worst match of the night, the black tie brawl and chain match, because it was dumb. But overall, I gave this pay-per-view 7.5 out of 10. But when you think about it, this was a very well done pay-per-view. Every match got enough time, over 12 minutes, I think. And that's just good. So that's all from me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.